welcome back to Northstars Live. We're in the post-game interviews and talking segment now. We've just wrapped up the game between the Northstars and Perth Thunder. It's Perth Thunder who walk away with the win with a massive scoreline of 8-2. So, Gav, what happened out on the ice there?
Honestly, it all happened really fast.
It really did.
Newcastle got up and got the first goal, and Shane Southwood scored a really nice goal.
Yeah, he did. It was extremely quick turnaround from there. 2 quick ones from Perth Thunder, and it was the Thunder from there on out.
Perth showed their scoring ability. Their top line, and they were dominant. Like, they played great, skilled hockey. Very controlled. It looked like they were on the power play every time they had the puck down in our own zone. But look, I don't have any answers for it. I'm no coach, but
it was a very different game from yesterday. It just seems like the defence from the Northstars just went out the window.
I think we got exposed a bit there. Like, there seemed to always be an open guy down in our zone with Perth. They always had an open guy. So I don't know whether defensively our top guys weren't picking up the guy. I thought Charlie played well to start with. Like, he was kicking out good rebounds and playing. But once he got his confidence down, 3-4 goals against, they brought in Dane. Dane played like Dane. He done really well. Got a couple against him as well, and his confidence started going down. But all full credit to Perth. They certainly exposed Newcastle today, and I'm sure our coaching will be watching the video and seeing what we can do to fix that next game.
Absolutely. So we have Perth Thunder coach Dave Ruck in the wings. He's going to have a bit of a chat with us really soon, we'll go get Dave now, have a chat and just run through the game from Perth's perspective. As we were just saying, Perth have won today's game 8-2, and we'll have a chat with Dave here and see what happened for Perth. Hey Dave, how's it going?
Hi, great, yeah.
So great outcome for you today, an 8-2 win against the Northstars. Were you expecting such a massive game coming in, or what was the game plan?
Well, we knew they were going to be tough.
Yep.
We knew they were a big team, and they got a highly skilled team. And we just needed to make sure we kept skating, shooting, and crashing the net. First period, I thought we were a little unlucky. Charlie made some big saves that first period. But fortunately, the net pressure we had paid off in the second, and we started getting some of those in the net rather than him making the save.
Coming into the game, we hadn't played you, or Northstars hadn't played you. Haven't met yet, and it's already 11 games in. So how do you prepare for a game like that?
Well, you're just scouting reports and and watching the feeds. So we knew what we were in for, and like I say, even at the end of the second period, we knew that we had to keep playing good hockey. We couldn't start getting selfish or getting too offensive. We had to just take care of our own defensive zone first, stick to what we were doing, and we did that. We played good solid 3 periods, and just happy to be coming home with a win.
I was going to say, are you happy with today's performance?
Yeah, definitely. We have had a few issues this year closing games out, so it was just really great to see that we were able to really close down the second period and the third period.
We'll have you back in about 2 weeks' time. We'll be back playing with you in 2 weeks' time. Will you be looking at a whole different game, or bringing more of what you brought today? We'll be probably pretty consistent with what we're doing. There's always going to be minor changes, minor tweaks, but for the most part, stick to the the hockey that suits us. Yeah. So Jonathan Bremner for you guys had a big game tonight, and so did Ben Briot, and even your rookie Jake Ruck, got one in there. So you're pretty pleased with your guys' performance tonight?
Yeah, it was a great team effort, and good to see these guys get some points on the board. Some of them have been playing well and just haven't had the puck luck. The breaks fall their way. So it's good to see that some of these guys had some of the breaks fall their way today.
And DeSalva in net for you tonight. He was a big player as well. Really coming up with those saves, especially in the end there, where Northstars really trying to get like those goals to try and shorten up the scoreline. Yeah, it really stood tall for you guys.
Yeah, it's good to see that. Yeah, Peter's really coming into form. He played a great game yesterday and then backed it up today. So we just hope he keeps that form all the way through the rest of the season.
Yeah, and another big player for you tonight was Pier-Olivier. Run us through his game and what he meant for you tonight.
Yeah, well, he's a guy who does have great hands and was able to, like I say, showcase that tonight. Last night was unlucky we had a lot of opportunities last night that we just didn't bury. And like I said, it just seemed like our opportunities tonight, eventually, we just kept work from yesterday's game to the first period. We just kept working, and sometimes you got to make your own luck, just work through those tough times, and we did, and you can see the hands came through today.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Dave.
All right, thank you.
No worries. That was Dave Ruck, coach of the Perth Thunder, and we were just having a chat about where he thought, his side went well tonight. And now we're going to be joined by Newcastle Northstar player Dave Ferrari. Dave didn't play tonight, and he got ejected from last night's game against Melbourne Mustangs. He's missing out on 2 games, but he was down on the bench. He was watching the game. Dave, obviously not the result you guys were wanting. Where do you think it kind of came apart for the Northstars?
Yeah, not the result that we're wanting at all, but we just really didn't stick to our structure, and that started to break down for us, and I think we got a little frustrated from that, knowing how good we can be with that structure and how we're executing it at practice. So frustration crept in, and then discipline as well. Started yesterday with myself, carried over today with a lot of minor penalties, and with a power play like they have. You just, you're digging a big hole for yourself, and then we kind of fell apart from there.
So how do you, what happens now? You obviously, you've got the loss. You obviously need to do a little bit better next time. Like, do you just hit a big reset button and then start focusing on the next game, or how do you sort of go ahead?
Yeah, absolutely. We don't dwell on getting blown out like that 8-2. We know that's not us, but we definitely have to respect them for what they put up today and work from that. So I think their power play is kind of what makes them tick. And our penalty kill has been really good, but when they have so many power plays, they have the puck so much, they start feeling really confident, and we're chasing, so we're getting tired and getting stretched out, and that affects us in 5-on-5. So I think just staying disciplined, keep doing the good things we're doing on the penalty kill, and just having some little adjustments. Like they have, 3 or 4 really strong threats on their power play. So it's going to take a few adjustments from us, but just sticking with it, and discipline not only in and out of the penalty box, but discipline within our structure. Just sticking to our forecheck, clogging up the neutral zone, and creating turnovers.
Just Jane Davis giving us a wave there. We had a lot of goals against us. We had Charlie in net first, and then we sorted out Dane. But both of them, they got goals scored on them. What was happening in front of the net there? Was there a breakdown in D, or was it just like you just didn't have an answer for their forwards?
Yeah, a few breakdowns for sure. And that's tough on Charlie. Odd man rushes, I think, on all 4 goals. So really, you can't hang it on him. And then once we're behind, we need to get back, right? So we need to start creating offense, which stretches us out a little more, even more on-man rushes, and then frustration sets in. So, we're just gripping the stick a little tight, then trying to work so hard to get back in the game. And we're just on our heels, and then as I said, killing so many penalties. We stray further and further from the structure, and that's when they hang out on us. So we just can't let that happen. Regardless of the score, but rewind that back to the start of the game, and it's odd man rushes. And we really need our defence and even our third forward high to be above the puck at all times, and just respecting them a little more than we did at the start of tonight. And I think we'll easily do that now, knowing what they're capable of.
Well, now you do have that game in hand. You know a little bit better, because this is the first time you've met them so far this season. You know a little bit better about what they're going to bring to you the next game.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's good to see what they had. It's easy to see on paper that they've got some great scores, but to see how they distribute it and how they work with each other, we'll take a lot from that. And our coaches have been very good at that, working on video before practice and implementing different different versions of the structure depending on who we're playing. So yeah, I think
Will you be taking any positives out of tonight, or any particular players that might have really shone in an adverse condition?
Yeah, I think so. Like, certainly we're not doing that just yet. But I think when we look at the video, Zane is just playing like a man possessed lately, which is really good to see. And he was a little snake bit at the start of the year, just with his finish, but now it's going in for him. He's really helping us. So that's definitely one positive, and I'm sure there'll be more. But we may have to wait a day or two before we see them.
And Rob Hazelhurst playing, his first game against his old team. He looks like he did have fun out there, in times. Have you had a chat with him? Did he say anything?
I haven't had a chat to him, but he's always having fun. You can't wipe the smile off his face. And I know he did seem excited today to play his old team. And he had some tips for us playing against him. But yeah, he was having fun out there, and he was playing his game, using his speed, carrying the puck, just wheeling and creating a lot of chances for us.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us, Dave, and breaking down sort of what happened out there from Northstars' perspective.
No problem at all. Thanks for having me.
No worries. That was Dave Ferrari, a Newcastle Northstars player. He didn't play tonight, but he was on the bench, having a bit of having a watch and helping out on the bench. Now we are joined by, hello, how's it going? Pierre? Hey, this is Pier-Olivier, Grandmaison. He was a big player tonight for the Perth Thunder. How's it going?
Good. Nice game, nice weekend. Just got a few more two wins this weekend. It's huge in the standing, so it's good.
Yeah.
A big streak. Yeah.
So can you run us through what happened out on the ice from you guys tonight? The Northstars got the first goal, but you quickly swung that back in your favour, got two quick ones, and then just a big barrage of goals from you guys.
Yeah, sure. Well, Andrew Cox, Joe Groner, and Jordy Carvas had a big shift, bouncing back right away after the goal, and they keep playing always good. So it just keeps more energy for everybody and push everybody up.
Yeah.
So, and then, when everything's going on your way, you have a good night. So it keeps going easier.
When you're leading, 5-1 as you were at the end of the period 2, do you kind of take your foot off the pedal a little bit going into period 3, or it's just, no we've got to get it done?
Well, yeah, we have to get it done, because if you left the pedal, sometimes you can get catch up.
Yep.
As you saw in the second period, I think we scored 5 goals. So they can score 5 goals in the third. So just to make sure, shut it down. Because even yesterday, we were up 3-0, then got 3 goals again. So you never want to quit. Never getting something guaranteed. Yeah.
So you're from Canada, is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Is this your first time playing in the league?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about playing in the AIHL so far.
Oh, so far I really enjoy big time here. It's amazing. Australia is beautiful. And then we're playing hockey. It's perfect. And we have a good chemistry, good team. We're enjoying every day, so it's pretty fun. Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you again in about 2 weeks' time. We'll be facing you again, and we'll hope Northstars might know a little bit better about what team you have this season after finally facing you.
Yeah, sure.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you.
That's okay. That was Pier-Olivier Grandmaison from the Perth Thunder, just having a bit of a chat with us, and we're going to get Gav back and just have a bit of a chat and wrap this game up. Like we just mentioned before, I'm sure you've heard scoreline a million times, but it was 8-2 Perth Thunder's.
Well,
hi, welcome back.
How was that? Pierre's a nice guy.
Yeah, lovely to chat with.
Yeah.
So we were talking just before we jumped on camera, just about how Pierre sort of really helped out the team today. He had a big game.
Yeah.
What did you see from the sidelines?
He's a talent. He's a very talented player, and I was talking to him off camera. He's very his line is gelling really well. He was just saying he's really enjoying himself, and when they're winning they are, things go a lot easier.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah, no, it was, it's tough to lose to a team like that, but we can see where we need to improve.
Yeah.
You got to shut players like that down, which is really difficult to do.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that our coaching crew will look at it, look at the game, look at what we can improve on, see what happens next time we play Perth.
Well, the next task is actually the Sydney Bears in
Yes.
Sydney on June 12. The Sydney Bears, they're not actually a team to kind of,
Well, they
sit at.
went to shootout with
Yeah.
Perth last night. So you know they're able to stick it to a team of that quality. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game for Newcastle.
Absolutely.
We can't just expect to go down there and have a win.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to have to work for every win.
Absolutely.
It's a as a lot of these guys say, it's a short season. So you got to make sure you get into the playoffs, and so that means you got to win all these games that you expected to win.
Yeah,
so.
you definitely need to be in that top 4 come the end of the season.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just kind of a bit for naught.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and it's going to be tight towards the end of the season. So,
Absolutely.
As Joey said last night, how he's broken down the season into 9, 9, and 10. You know, they're working. They've got goals, so they're working on that, and so they're going to have to put some things in place. I'm sure that they thought they might have walked away with a win tonight, so they're going to have to reassess where they're at.
Well, after the Bears on June 12, we're back here at home for a doubleheader against Perth Thunder again on the June 23 and Melbourne Ice on June 24. So we will know a little bit better about what Perth will bring, and we might be able to meet that a little bit better. But it's certainly
it's a tough ask for us too.
Absolutely.
After doing a doubleheader and to meet a team of Perth's caliber, as you said, like next time we play them, we'll be able to assess our game a bit more and have a bit more of a structure against that team. You know, I think Perth just looked like they were on a power play every time they had that, especially their top line. When they had the puck down in our zone and was working, they always had a free man open. So we're going to have to work out our box in our defensive zone and work out how to pick up that guy, break out that pass, get active sticks. And see what we can do against Perth next time we play them. But we'll take on the Bears next week, and
it'll be an exciting game.
Absolutely. We need to get another win, get some confidence back with our players. We spoke about it yesterday with our third line. They haven't produced the last 2 games, which is they're not expected to. Our top line only got 2 goals tonight. You know, you can't win a game with just 2 goals.
No, definitely.
So for Perth to put 8 against us, that's going to hurt the boys for a while. They'll put it behind them and move on.
Reset,
they'll be back at
ahead.
training.
Back at training.
And reassess where they're at
and work on those, like Dave Ferrari was just saying before, lack of discipline and
so many penalties.
Overcoming frustration.
Stupid penalties. Again, they may not have got a couple of calls go their way. I know Zane, went down at one stage for he thought was a tripping. Puck turned around, went down the other end, they scored. You can't bitch and moan about that. It happened. You got to play to the whistle. And a lot of the boys were yelling at the referee after that. Unfortunately, you got to put that aside, move on, and play to the game. The referee is part of the game, and sometimes they don't see the way you see it. So
but the referee has the ultimate call, and
absolutely,
you can be frustrated about it, but there's not much you can do.
At the end of the day, he didn't make the difference. So Newcastle will work on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Well, thanks so much for joining us again, Gav. And we'll see you again next home game, doubleheader, June 23 and June 24 against Perth Thunder and Melbourne Ice. Until next time, I'm Ellie.
I'm Gavin Thurston.